going on YouTube? Back with another video, BMX Trash Talk here, and thank you for tuning in. With this episode, we're going to talk about GT standards, aka pegs, and these standards bolt on the forks. GT did come out with some that goes on the rear. I don't have any as of right now, but I will do a video on them as soon as I get them. Now, people notice these as Gen 1 with the GT, that's the small stamp right there, and Gen 2 with the GT cutout. Now, GT did make another one that looks like the dyno fold down peg, and that one is actually considered Gen 1, and this one will be Gen 2, and this one will be Gen 3. But nobody really recognizes the first one. Nobody really talks about that one. These two are the ones that are sought after. Mainly this one right here, because it's more attractive than this one. So the Gen 1, which is this one right here, I think this one came out 86. And this one right here was 87. I think. I'm not sure. If anybody knows when they came out, can you please put it in the comments? But I did notice a different, and of course, you know, the stamping is different. And also on the top is different too. It just has the Pat P on there. And then the Gen 2 has the full GT wing Pat P. And I just noticed just now that the Gen 2 has knurl on the inside. And Gen 1 does not. And they probably had a bunch of complaints that people was busting their damn chins on the bars from standing up on these Gen 1s, and they were sliding down no matter, you know, how tight you did it. Or they probably complained that they were putting too tight and they were putting a big crimp inside the forks. And to any beginner that's just now watching my channel and don't understand the lingo that I'm talking about right now, the word crimp means this goes on the fork right here. So this goes on one side of the fork and this goes on the front. And then you'll bolt this up and tighten these down. A lot of people put a lot of pressure on these and make them real tight, and then you end up squeezing the pipe. So that's what I mean by that. And also, to my beginners, be careful when you purchase these, because they have some fake ones out there and they don't have this patent P on there. They definitely don't have the GT logo on there. So don't be quick to push the buy it now on the BMX Museum or eBay without really looking on the peg. A lot of guys get, with a lot of parts, they hurry up and buy it, and then they come with the questions after they bought it. And a lot of the time, the people that are selling the parts, they're not taking the part back, and now you're stuck with the part if it's wrong. So just make sure that you look at, especially the Gen 1, make sure that you zoom in with your phone and you make sure that it has that GT logo right there, and it has that patent P on there. Of course, this one is a lot easier to tell with the cutout right there, and definitely with the GT wing right there. Now also, beginners, pay attention, because a lot of guys will take out that spring that's right above the patent P right there. They'll take that out and they'll use it for another set of standards. So don't be in a hurry to buy. Ask the questions that you need to ask, because if you see that peg, if they're not selling it or advertising it like this with the peg that's down to where you can see it, then you're good. If they sell it like this, and it don't matter, they can have it like that, they can have it like that. Make sure that you ask them to open it up, because without that spring, you're not going to be able to fold this peg up. It will always stay down because, of course, gravity, and this is metal right here. So you need that spring to fold up to hold it up. But this is just a little video to talk about the GT standards. And I'm actually glad that I have both of them here, so that way I can make a video with it. I know I'm gonna end up using one of them on a build. I just don't know which one. And then my 87 PFT, I'm gonna probably have a different color with that one. But one of these are gonna go on my 87 Dyno Tour. And the other one, whichever one I pick, the other one is going to probably end up being for sale, or I might just put it back on my shelf and save it for a later build. But if you like what I'm doing, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, that way you catch my videos when they come out. Like and share the video, please. And I see you guys in the next one. Later.